welcome to another episode of Budget Off-Road Touring. So on this adventure, we are currently at Sunny Corner State Forest. So roughly in the middle between Lithgow and Bathurst, and it is very cold.
Freezing.
Yeah, hence the beanies. We never wear beanies.
No.
But I think they're going to become a new thing as we keep camping throughout winter.
Yeah.
But at the moment it's 3 degrees. The car has a nice little frost logo, like warning light on it, just to say be careful of the frost on the road because of the temperatures.
Yeah.
But we're on dirt road, so frost isn't our issue at the moment, and hopefully it stays that way. Yeah. So it's the June long weekend. We've headed up here for a few days. We've got obviously just us two and Moose, and we've got Matt and his patrol. And Tess, a friend of ours, has just tagged along on her maiden camping trip. So what a way to start in absolutely bitter conditions, but that's okay. Yeah, so we've just headed away somewhere new, as always. We've heard a lot about Sunny Corner, so we thought, why not give it a crack and see what we can find. Don't really know what we're up for today. So given that it's the long weekend, obviously there's going to be a lot of people out here. So yeah, we spent a good chunk yesterday just driving around trying to find a camp spot.
There's not too many flat bits, but as we go further in an adventure, we might find some. So
well, the spot we're at's not too bad, but actually inside the forest itself, there's not much that we could find. Obviously with the camper, we're not going to go too extreme. Not planning on it at least. But yeah, like there's so many different setups out here, heaps of bikes.
Yes.
But then like we literally just drove past an Isuzu MPR truck. So the setups are so varied. There's Commodores here, there's 4-wheel drives, there's bits of everything. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what Sunny Corner has to offer. And I would love a little bit of sun while we're here. We're just coming up this pretty steep bit of track here, so we've dropped the tyres down, or I've dropped the tyres down to 18. So rocky creek, up a hill, so not ideal conditions here, but off a cliff edge as well, so quite nerve-wracking. But this part isn't too bad. It's when we get up here, there's a bit gnarly section of track.
That way. Why don't you go to the wall? Oh, I don't like that at all. I can chuck a rock underneath it.
No, I have to turn the rockers off for like 3 seconds just to get it out of this thing, and then we just put it right. Your left side, we flip that rock.
His other tire's not straight.
Yeah, maybe go this way a little bit. That way.
No. That's not straight. Oh, but that is. That is not straight on that side though. So, okay, off. off. Wheels are straight, yeah. Off.
Just stop, roll back. Roll back there. I think it's gnarly here. Straighten your wheels. Yeah, and now we're going to go that way a bit more. Yeah, keep coming. Keep coming. Yeah, straighten up. No, yeah, good on you. Good on you. Hold up. Why is this doing it? He's got heavy duty leaves, they don't flex.
Yeah. No. Oh.
The ground gave way.
Okay.
That tyre's about to drop, it's still going backwards.
He's back. No way.
Oh,
Look at the way his tyre is at the front too.
what?
Look at the way his tyre is at the front.
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
He's balancing on the back tyre and the front tyre right now.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You're okay. I think it's still okay. I'll just check this car. Yeah, I keep trying that for a sec.
I don't think so.
I
don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. But I really don't think so. Careful of his tyre, his front tyre.
So basically what just happened was we gave this a crack with Matt's car, but it just kept going on too gnarly of angles. We tried that many different lines, we packed the line with rocks, mate, it's okay, she's coming back. Mrs. Navi that Lauren's up ahead. But yeah, so we tried different options, we just couldn't get there. So now we have turned around, Lauren turned the D-Max around. We couldn't find a spot at the bottom for Matt to turn around, so he's just gonna unfortunately have to reverse until we find somewhere. But yeah, so now we're about to go back down that pretty gnarly track.
No, no. Do you think he needs to back up first?
Yeah, go back.
Back up. Reverse. I was going to say, he was higher when you put him in before. Oh, look at that rock.
Right, now, so you want to go that way? Right, now go that way? Yep. Right, keep going, yep. Keep going. Go that way. Yep. Going up. Right, keep your left, so don't drop your right tire with it.
going basically back up that mountain that we come down earlier in the day, except just on a different track of it. But yeah, so we come across, Lauren did the river crossing, and then when we got to the foot of the mountain we swapped back over. Yeah, and then I was just driving along and I felt this little squirming on my leg. So like, I just assumed it was because my hairs were wet or whatever. So I lifted my leg back to the heater, moved back down, kept going, and then I look and see this little leech on me. Like it was a little baby leech.
Thank God it was little.
It was tiny. We had nothing in the car to like salt or anything even just to pour on it.
So thank God it was little.
So lucky he was little, we just gave it a quick flick and he was all good. So there was no bleeding. But,
No.
yeah, probably overreacted on my sense, but that's okay. Mercy was concerned. He's asleep now, but he was concerned.
Oh, yeah, totally. Absolutely concerned.
If it was you, he would have been crying everywhere.
Probably.
So like tracks like this, there's nothing, actually I probably should put the GoPro on so you can see it. But yeah, tracks like this, there's nothing actually difficult. We're just in low range, just crawling up. The scary thing though is it's probably a metre on each side wider than the car. And on one side you've got a cliff, you've got a straight drop, and the other side you've got a wall. So you don't really have too many options to I guess pick your lines or go around or something. So there's sections where you just got to go up the little rock. It might look a little bit scary to go on that angle, which gets scarier when you see the cliff, but you don't have a choice. So, but that's what makes these sort of tracks more difficult than what they actually are.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's just lines that you have to take, which you wouldn't normally if you had the option to.
Yeah, you don't really get to choose your line, you're just going. So that brings us to the end of another episode of Budget Off-Road Touring. So we've just spent the last 3 days here at Sunny Corner State Forest, and well, it's been great fun. It's been pretty cold. I think the beers were colder outside of the fridge than they were in the fridge. But yeah, great. We've done a fair bit of exploring and then just relaxing around camp. We got a nice fire going last night just to enjoy the warmth. I think one of the issues that we've had here was that nothing was really on our maps. Half the trails that were in and around the forest weren't marked at all, yet alone when they were marked. They weren't marked great. But I guess that's the joys. You're off the grid, you're just exploring, you're gonna see what fun you can find anyway. So there's a fair few side trails, plenty of motorbikes around, but we still loved every minute of it in the cars. So yeah, that's the end of this week's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, don't forget to enjoy the great outdoors.